What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we want to do a little bit of a PvP challenge. I think this month of August, right before the next season, a wonderful month for a few of those actually. And today I want to start with a Graveborn challenge. But before we get into that, did you know there are bears now on the map of the base game? I didn't. They added that after the season had already started. Apparently he can get stuck in front of invisible rocks though. Pretty cool. So, well, not the topic of this video, but I thought I would mention it. So, I wanted to do the Graveborn challenge first because we did this challenge basically yesterday in Hero Drills, where we had to use Ludovic and Viperian to win. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I wonder if we can make something happen to win in PvP. And we have a pretty good selection of Graveborn heroes, really. We have them all at least at Supreme. Many of them at Paragon, actually. We have a pretty strong Paragon lineup. We even have Nero at Paragon. And actually, quite recently, I can now make a hero to Paragon too, even though I don't have the copies yet. So I want to make some stuff happen. Also kind of fancy if you look at the lineup of Graveborn heroes. I mean, if you didn't see it, you would say Lily makes a Graveborn hero. Like, look at them. Grey hair, grey hair, grey hair, grey hair, greyish hair, and grey hair. Like, grey hair is... that's Graveborn vibes. So, we are not going to include her in this challenge though. So what I'm trying to do is I want to win a fight. And I want to win a fight against like an opponent that has about the same strength as we. So we have about 800k here. And I want to look for something around that. And then we're just going to try to get a win. I mean, 750 is pretty close. I don't know if there's even somebody that has exactly my strength. I actually lost a few points quite recently. That's not going to happen, let's be real about it. I mean, that could be interesting. Like as a standard Iron team against our Graveborn team. I didn't even say what we are going to do though. So, obviously I think Ludovic, that should... Yeah, we basically have to, I guess. And then I kind of want to go for Thorin, and what I also want to do, I want to do Nero. And I want to use Nero to give Thorin his buff. And what that basically does is, that is his Mythic Plus. Nero casts ultimate on the nearest ally without consuming energy when the battle starts. So just like Iron basically. Prioritizing the ally behind himself. And his ult basically allows him, the hero here, to enter spirit form instead of dying. I hope it just gives us another ult really. That would be pretty nice. Then I want to use Viperian. I'm going to put Viperian just towards the back here. Probably, can we put this guy a little bit further in front? Yeah, we can. Nice. Okay, and then we have one more slot, and I wasn't really sure about this one. I was thinking we just go Igor. But maybe we go Sylvina. Just having one hero that jumps towards the back, maybe gets a kill on that Arden. That would be pretty sweet. But if we place her there, that's... not that cool. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Yeah, so let's just try that, I think. Or we go like this. Is that better? That might be better. That might be better. So I'm eager to see what that Thorin can do, because it's a little bit of cheating there. But then now we have the Sylvana mark on the Damien. That's ugly. Can we swap those two? Can we get this somehow on the Arn? No, we can't. It's always on the Damien. That's annoying. Okay, nothing we can do about it. Let's start this battle. And maybe we don't go for triple speed. I actually want to see the start. We get the Iron ult, sadly. If we had Lily May on that, that would be so nice. Would you be so kindly? Maybe next time we place our Viperian next to the Ludovic, actually, because he actually loses quite a bit of HP at the start of the battle. We could probably avoid that. First ult here coming up of Viperian, being a bit low. Oh, we get the first ult, very nice. Didn't really do a whole lot. Our team was just nuked into orbit. Okay, so we have to check this. We basically got 0 kills. That is way more devastating than I thought it would end. I mean, of course, Sylvina doing nothing is like... that's bad. We should probably have taken Igor, honestly. We should have probably taken Igor for this team especially, because she was targeting the Damien there. I don't think that was quite a good idea. Guild members there, friends, by the way, nice feature. Rareme? We can try that. Even though that's once again an iron team. So I mean, this time around she is targeting the Carolina, which is way better for us, really. So I would say we just try this team again. Can we swap those? Maybe like this? I think that's pretty cool. Let's do this. That's very, very nice, because now we have them together, we get the jump. We still have unaffected on him. And she's over there. Can she kill the Carolina, though? I mean, she gets a little bit targeted there. Get the ult off, come on. And we got the kill on the Carolina. That's huge. That's really, really huge. Come on, Nero survive a little bit. Ludovic doing pretty good job there, I have to say. And there is the big Viperian ult. Check this out, how cool this looks. And we are still losing. Don't know why I'm laughing. This is quite devastating. I was very, very hopeful. Where is... oh, it's hidden by Rainier. Ah, he took my Thorin. I don't know if we can make a comeback. Thorin actually in the ghost state already. Getting knocked down, knocked up, knocked everything before he could even do an ult. And this iron is sadly too close. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can get like a win there. I mean, we got a very good start actually by just taking out this Carolina. But the rest is still enough. I mean, Nero didn't do anything in this fight, I feel like. It's time to bring out the Igor. I think it's time to bring out the Igor. 695 with Alsa. Let's take a step down in power. I have to set up the team again. Okay, this time without Nero. We're still putting Thorin and Viperian back here. I tried putting Sylvina here, but the problem with that is that puts the mark on Damien. If we put her here, she gets swapped by Rainier, which would be interesting, kinda, because, well, she gets swapped over and then kinda targets the outside going back. Or we can go here and just go for the Arn, which I personally prefer. We put Igor into the team, and I hope it works out a little bit better this time. Did you see how our Sylvina got absolutely devastated there? I'm not sure that was a good idea to place her at this position. The problem with that is you place her at this position and obviously she got targeted by everybody. That was not smart. That was really not smart. And there we lost our Ludovic, which is very, very annoying. Got the ult there, getting a huge Thorin ult, which is sadly not enough because we really lack damage, and that's really an ongoing theme with most of those heroes, sadly, aside from Thorin. I kind of feel like most of those Graveborn heroes just a bit lackluster in numbers. I don't know, like in a team having one of those maybe, but like putting them all together, they just lack a little bit of power. I mean, we got some damage out of here, but our Ludovic just died rather early. Sylvina did absolutely nothing, of course, in this lineup this time. Yeah, I don't know. Let's give it one more try. I don't really want to face Skalita again, to be honest. Lemon. We only faced iron lineups. Maybe we can try something else. Okay, that is interesting. That is interesting. I want to attack something a little bit more meta, though. I don't mind if it's a friend. It's Shrimp. Yeah, with the 2000 points. Oh, that's a very strong lineup. I fought that before. 687 blocking the first ult. Iron, everything. We can try fighting this. Let's try fighting this. It's a bit of an iron lineup here. Is of course the setup we had set up before. We take out our Nero. I think we just put Igor again. I kinda would like to use Cessia, but I'm not sure we can make her survive. I'm not sure we can make her survive. We can try though. Let's replace Viperian this time. Put Cessia back here. We put those two a little bit more up to the front. I like the positioning there. We have no starting ults, so it's no problem. Cessia gets the buff. Maybe we switch it this time to Confining Spell. Oh no, we need it on Cessia really. For a little bit more survivability. Yeah, let's go. If Cessia can get an ult, maybe we have a chance. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure though. Like the instant stun there, super annoying. She's just standing there at the moment. Ah, that's not good. That's really not good. Fighting Lily May while being entangled by Arden. She is stopping the enemies though, and we got the Sessia ult fairly easily, I have to say. Fairly easily. It's like a flower field. I don't think I've ever seen actually two Ludovics on the same battlefield. It kind of looks very crazy. For this I really want to do some friendship battles. I don't think that's in the game yet though. I think they announced that at one point that they want to do it, but it never really got into the game. I'm making absolutely no progress here. That is a bit annoying. Did we get blocked on the Sessia or did we just get destroyed? I don't think I've really seen it. Ah, this is such a strong hero, like especially for an 8 tier. It's kind of crazy. If we can take out the enemy Thorin, we are in a good position. But I was hoping really for Sylvina to get at least anything. But I think she kind of has the problem that Alsa has as well. She's just jumping towards the enemy, no care for anything, and then it turns out, well, she can't really get the clear, which leaves her being an easy defeat. We could kind of make a team of enemies that just jump towards your enemy and are a little bit of a suicide unit with Alsa and everybody. That would be kind of funny. Maybe also challenge we can do. Yeah, but this is really no position. We are permanently CC'd basically by Arden. Then Lily May comes around. I don't think Graveborn has much hope. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. At least if you build purely for Graveborn, you don't have much hope, I think, of winning. And it's like a little bit devastating. I mean, we kind of have huge numbers here. But in terms of single unit power, we are fighting downwards here. We are fighting with a lot of Paragon units here towards an enemy that has basically none or has none. And still we're not able to get the win. And I think it's just that most units that we have in Graveborn rated on their power as a single hero are just pretty bad. Like Niru, while having a very interesting ability, doesn't really do much, sadly. Viperian has a great ability. We could have used Salazar, I think. Salazar's also pretty cool. I saw some PvE videos of him. Salazar, when you see his dragons coming up, like in the one fight where we saw 5 of them, you would think, oh my god, the enemy is gone now. And then you realize that this barely did any damage. And I think that is just such a weird dynamic of a huge animation. A huge thing, like the entire board is glowing green and then just basically nothing happening when you have at the same time a hero like Carolina, which I intentionally avoided, by the way, I have to say. I intentionally avoided her this time, just because she's such a weird hero. She's really made strong by having synergies with CC heroes, which we don't really have too much in Graveborn, which kind of makes her a bit weird as a hero for this faction. But yeah, like you don't really see her snowball witchery most of the fight, and still it does a ton of damage, and kind of Viperian is the opposite of that. Big show, but not really much behind it. Still one of the better damage dealers for the Graveborn faction, which is a bit annoying. Thorin often doesn't really do a ton of damage. He's just sometimes you get this weird situation where he does an ult, got hit before, got healed, somehow survived, and then does a super ult and destroys half your team, and you're super annoyed because you just lost to somebody that has way less power. And if we continue to fight, and if I maybe record some fights, we would probably find one where this exactly happens. And that is a thing we can do, but it's not really great. Igor is a great unit, like really stalls the fight. But best combined with heroes that can make use of him, and I think that was just not it. If we added him to another team, maybe with some Frestos or something in there, if we had Celestials and Hypogeans in this team, we would have probably had a way better chance. Just because all of the Celestial Hypogean units have this much hero power. And aside from like the Iron Meta teams, they are the most interesting. Sylvina was disappointing, I have to say that. Like Sylvina, I think, could be such a cool hero. Maybe if we upgrade her a bit more, it would be the case. Probably at level 10 would be rather nice for her stuff. You really want to get this first strike, the initial kill at the beginning of the fight. If you can't get that, then yeah, her damage really reduces by a lot. But she was a bit disappointing. I have to say, she was a bit disappointing. Would have maybe been easier if we also ran her maybe together with an iron even. Just pulling the enemies together, making it a bit more difficult for her to be attacked, maybe adding Ulmus and then combining all of that could have been interesting. It just wasn't the case. So really, I'm a bit disappointed by Graveborn. Maybe there are some cool teams we missed. We really didn't use Salazar, we really didn't use Carolina. If you have a nice idea, tell me down in the comments below. If you have an idea for the next challenge, definitely let me know in the comments below. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.